Dear children, let us discuss another program of list. That is, write a program which accepts a number from the user and prints the frequency of the number in the list. If the number is not in the list, it should print number not found. So we have to write a program which accepts the number from the user. So we have a list and user inputs a number, and our program should check whether the number is how many times that number is present in the list. So from this program I am just copying few of the statements. That is, at runtime we will enter the list. So this whole program I am copying. In the same program, so this program is to search an element. So until this, from here to this is just entering the elements in the list and displaying the list L. Now here we have to, in this statement we have to enter the element to be searched. Now in this program we have to enter the element whose count is to be found out. Enter the element to find the count, that is how many times that element is present in the list. Now if S, that element, is in the list, our, instead of index function we have to write the count function, count. So our count function will check how many times that element is present in the list, present in the element is present, we can write n times in this list. Comma, then in single quotes, in this list, just to make this output some more understandable. The element is present in 5 times in this list, or 6 times, how many times the element is present. Here we can write times also in this list. So let us write 10 elements. Enter the number of elements in the list, 10. So 3, 2, 3, 3, 4. I am repeating the elements because we have to find out the count. So the elements are repeated so many times. 4, 10, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the elements are, these are the elements in this list. So enter the element to find the count. So let us enter the element as 3, whose count is to be found out. So the element 3 is present, the element is present 3 times in the list, in this list. 3 times in this list. So you can see 3 times it is present. Now we can enter 5 elements: 22, 34, 12, 13, 12. Now we can enter an element which is not in this list, 90. So output is not found. Suppose if you think this program, if we run this and again we have to enter an option like this: 3, 1, 3, 2, count of 3, element is present one time in this list. So if you are thinking again we have to give the run the program, or again we have to find the run the program here itself without going back, we can write this program inside the while loop like this: while true. That is, inside this statement, if we write this program, then you can see the output. We can check the output if we write this menu driven programs. If we write inside a while loop, that is like this: while true, when we give this whole program inside a while loop, then in such case you have to check the indentation. That is, every statement inside this loop should be 4 spaces indentation. Space should be given in each statement. So let us see the output. I am giving here 3 elements in the list: 22, 13, 24. So the element is printed. Enter the element to find the count. So I am writing 13. So the element is present one time in the list. So again this first statement, that is enter the number of elements in the list. You can see this statement is again repeated here. Enter the number of elements to be in the list. So I can write here again, I can write 14, 15. So enter the elements 1, 3, 4. So these are the 15 elements in the list. So I am going to find out the count of the number 3. So the element is present 2 times in the list. Again it is being repeated. Again it is repeating. Enter the number of elements in the list. So if I write 3, 12, 13, 14, and I am giving the count of 8. So not found. Again this program is being repeated. So we didn't have to go back like this to run the program. Since it is given inside the while loop, it repeats again and again. Such programs are not needed to be written like that. But menu driven programs, we have done so many menu driven programs like finding area of triangle, 1 for area of triangle, 2 to find the area of square, 3 rectangle. That type of programs, if given inside this while loop, then it will be easy to select any of the menus. Children, in this previous program we have created the program was to count the number of times an element is repeated. That element is given by the user. We give which elements, we only give which elements count has to be found out. Now in the next program we are giving is that to display the frequencies, that is the count of all the elements. We are not specifying the count of a particular element. In this program count of all the elements are to be displayed. So for that same program, same thing like this. Not this. While true I am not using. That can be used in programs, menu driven programs. So here this is to create a list and display the list at runtime. This program is just, these codes are just to create a list and display the list. Now here we have created a list, and now we have to check the print the count of all the elements in this list. So we can sort out which are the duplicate elements. So for that we can create an list x, an empty list x. Now we can repeat the same statement. We want to replace all the, just sort out which all are the duplicate values. So children, I have written for I in L, if I is present in L, then print I is repeated L dot count of I times. That is, the output will be like this. Enter the number of elements in the list, 4. So 1, 1, 1. I am just repeating the elements so that, so you can see the output is just not as good. So 1 is repeated 3 times. Again it is displaying 1 is repeated. Only one time it should be repeated. 1 is repeated 3 times and 2 is repeated 1 time. So to change this output into a more user friendly form, we have to create another list, that is L1. L1 is equal to an empty list, and we can write the code like this. If I not in L1, if I created an empty list L1, and if I is not in L1, that is I is the variable I contains each value of list L1. So if I is not in L1, I is a variable contain each element of list L. So that value is not present in, if that value is not present in L1, then what we have to do, L1 dot append of I, that is the value in the variable I will be appended in the list L1, which is an empty list. Now Then we will print I is repeated, I count of I, L dot count of I times. So this code will check whether the element is repeated, that element is taken to the list L1. First one element is taken to list L1, then again if the same element is the next element, then it will not be taken to the list L1, and again all the elements, duplicate elements are removed, and by removing all the duplicate elements, it is taken, the rest of the elements are taken to the list L1, and it will check if the element is present in the list, then it will not be repeated so many times like in the previous output. Now you will understand what has happened. 4 1 1 1 2. So you can see 1 is repeated 3 times, only that statement is repeated only one time, because the first element, that is 1, this 1 is moved to list L1, first one is moved to list L1, then it will check whether 1 is present in list L1, it is present, so it will not be added into list L1. Now 2 will be added. So what happens, this repetition of the statement is avoided. So next program is write a Python program to find the maximum element in the list entered by the user. So for that also, the program to enter the and print the list, copy, so this is the program to enter the values in the list at runtime and to display it. Now what we have to do is to find the maximum element in the list entered by the user. So there is a function called max of list. So we can write that print in bracket max of L. So 5 elements, 2 1. So you can see if the list is printed, then the maximum value is printed. So here we can write the maximum value is in single quotes so the maximum value is 6. So next program in list is write a program to display the square of an element if it is an integer and change the case of the element if it is a string. So for that, first we create a list. So we know that list can contain different data types, can contain values of different data types. So we create a list L is equal to, in square brackets, 10 comma, then a string fun comma 20 comma, again a string few. comma 30 comma a string full, then square bracket close. So here we have a list L containing values 10, fun, 20, few, 30, full. Now we have to check whether the element is an integer. If it is an integer, then we have to find the square of that element. If it is a string, we have to swap the case of the string. So we can write check if I in L, for I in L, that is I is an element in list L. So I can be 10, fun, 20, few, 30, full. So all these values are the values for I. So first the value of I will be 10. So I, if I, that is type of I, that is the data type of I, equal to string data type of I equal to int then what we have to do, then I equal to we can create an empty list L1, if it is int, then we can write L1 dot append in bracket I star 2. If it is an integer, then I star 2. Else elif type of I equal to str, we can write L1 dot append I dot swap case, that is if it is a capital letter it will be converted to small letter, or if it is a small letters it will be converted to capital letters. Print L, print L1. Since it is given inside the for loop, it will be printed as many times. So you can see small letters are being replaced. First we can print L1 L, then we can print L1. So first list was what? 10, fun, 20, few, 30, full. Now all the integer values are converted to square, all the strings are converted to, small letters are converted to capital letters. Okay, thank you children. All of you do these programs and check. So let us see if I write here. We write here full in caps. Let us see what will be the output. So you can see full in caps. It was first full in caps, then now full in small letters. Okay, thank you children.